A day before the release of his new book, Endgame, the royal biographer, Omid Scobie, is making plenty of headlines.
And amid many claims made by him, including a fracturing of the relationship between the King and the Prince of Wales, is another claim that the Princess of Wales and the Duchess of Sussex were both encouraged to dress like Diana, something that has been written up in the Telegraph today. And you can see, actually, maybe he's got a point there. They're wearing identical outfits.
Joining us now, Royal and Entertainment reporter for the Sunday Mirror. We say good morning to Sarah Robertson. Hiya, Sarah.
Sarah. Hello, Eamon. Hi, Isabel.
Hello.
Great to be on with you this morning.
What do you make of this claim that Meghan and Kate were told to dress like Diana so that her allure, her shine would rub off on them?
I think it's absolute piffle, Eamon. It really is, like most of the allegations and smears against the royal family that have been made in this latest novel. I call it a novel because I don't think there's any truth to it whatsoever. I think it's a figment of imagination. So in this book, Omid's claiming that Meghan and the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, were encouraged by the royal household to cosplay, as he calls it, as Princess Diana, Harry and William's late mother, which really, when you think about how Diana was perceived during her time in the royal family, by the royal family themselves, especially by her late former husband, Prince Charles, that she was sort of seen as a thorn in the royal family side and someone whose gloss they thought was overshadowing the rest of the family. So why on earth would then the royal household want Meghan and Kate to then start dressing like her, to start bringing that gloss, which is going to take the gloss away from Charles when he took over the throne? It's just total utter hypocrisy and a paradox, really.
Sarah,
is saying one thing and then saying no. So I don't
Sarah,
think there's any truth to it. I've always seen photographs.
You talk about gloss. Does this take gloss away from Prince Harry? Can he distance himself from these claims, or do these claims do damage to him because of Scobie's association with him and Meghan Markle?
They do irrevocable damage to Harry. He's just started to have a thawing of relations with his father, King Charles. There was a warm phone call received just on the King's birthday between the two men, which was heartening to hear about and know about. But yes, this is definitely going to have an impact. I was speaking to a source who speaks to Queen Camilla last week, and I was told that they see the book as rubbish, basically, in the politest possible term, and that it has been hurtful to them to hear some of the extracts that are coming out, particularly some of the allegations that have been levelled against Prince William, Harry's brother. So all that's going to do is drive a deeper wedge between Harry and William going forward again. It will have damage to their relationship, because unfortunately for Harry, Omid has now become perceived as what's seen as the unofficial mouthpiece for the Sussexes. Now, this is a claim that he denies. He says that he's not, that he doesn't act for them, that he doesn't speak for them, that he doesn't represent them. But we obviously saw in the court case between Meghan Markle and Associated Newspapers, where she suddenly piped up and forgot that she had maybe corroborated with Omid on his first book, which was about the two of them. So you see, there's these contradictions from Omid and from the Sussexes, but unfortunately for the Sussexes, they are now irretrievably linked to him by virtue of that first book, Finding Freedom, whether they like it or not. So the two of them would have to come out and make a public statement to say that they don't speak to him, that they have nothing to do with him, that he's not a representative of theirs. They haven't done that, easily do that in the days to come.
Yeah, I mean, can we talk about Omid Scobie? I mean, I don't know if you saw the serialisation in the Sunday Times yesterday.
I think I lost you there, sorry.
I was just saying that Omid Scobie was being interviewed in the Sunday Times, and he basically said that his eyes filled up with water, and the journalist said they felt sorry for him because he talked about how he was the most hated person in Britain, despite being British and having been brought up in Oxford. But, you know, do we feel sorry for Omid Scobie? And I can hear our audience all saying absolutely not. But, I mean, it's worth just reminding everybody what he said in this new book. He said, to stay relevant, the system is almost Trumpian, leaning on patriotism, even jingoism, to shore up its purpose, relying on things of the past, that the firm is in crisis, that William's hot-headed and increasingly comfortable with the palace's dirty tricks and the courtiers who dream them up, and that we infantilise Kate, who is an underachiever, where the bar is set very low. I mean, is he surprised that people don't like him in this country? Seems so.
I think he probably is surprised, because maybe he thought by levelling this attack at the royal family he was going to garner sympathy for Meghan and Harry. He sort of feels, I think, protective of Meghan. I mean, I can't put words in his mouth, I don't know for sure, but this is how I'm perceiving it, that he feels he wants to be an ally maybe to Meghan, and she didn't have many allies, let's face it, but that was through her own doing while she was her brief tenure as a member, as an HRH and member of the royal family, working member of the royal family. So I think he feels some sort of kinship with her, and I think he thought he was going to have sympathy. Maybe Meghan thought she was going to get sympathy as well by, you know, these histrionics and tears from her. And as I say, he sort of was trying to get sympathy for her, but it's backfired. It's backfired. You don't mess with 1,000 years of British history. That's how long our monarchy's been going. It's survived far worse. It survived Oliver Cromwell, for goodness sake. So I know would it not survive what a journalist levels at it. It's been attacked left, right and centre over the years many times by anti-royal detractors. You know, there will be another Omid Scobie, I'm sure, in years to come. And so I really don't know how he can't see that he wasn't going to be received very well as a result of this, especially particularly by the royal family themselves and by the royal household. If you go around attacking someone, you're not going to invite them in, are you, and make them welcome?
Indeed.
It goes without saying. So he chose a side. I just want to finish my point here. Omid chose a side. The side that he chose was Meghan's side, and that came with Harry. And that's the side that he took. And he's going to have to stick with that now, going forward, because he ain't going to be taking the royal family ain't going to be having him on their side anymore now going forward.
Okay,
so
a
there you go.
staunch defence of the royal family there, Sarah. Absolutely. Omid's made his bed. He's not got a lie in it, and Harry and Meghan picked him as their mouthpiece. They're going to have to stick with him, one would have thought. Sarah Robertson, really appreciate that. Sarah is the Royal and Entertainment reporter for the Sunday Mirror.